Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Dust Tarot, and this is your daily dust for Saturday, April 22nd, if you're watching real time, but it can also be for whenever you stumble upon it. It's also a timeless reading. I like to do a different deck every day, and today I'm going to use the Tarot of Inspiration. I had my eye on this deck for such a long time. It had pre-Raphaelite images, really well done. My friend at Journey into the Light was using it for twin flame readings. I don't see her channel anymore, so hopefully she's doing okay. But this one actually was an inspiration for me to make my own deck, so I was inspired a lot by this deck. Okay, so we'll do a 3-card collective reading. If you are new here, that's what we do, and if you're a returning person, thank you so much for coming back. But I kind of sometimes don't always explain myself too much because I just assume everybody knows, but I know there's new people sometimes that don't know what's going on here, especially if you just stumbled upon it. So it's just a 3-card collective message for a day, but sometimes it can be beyond a particular day, or it could be a big energy or something simple and mundane. This deck, I probably should have never done it, but I edged it in some, like this copper color, and it just made the shuffling of it not as smooth as it was once. But it's still pretty good. Okay, let's pick from the middle, and we have, 7 of Pentacles, great place to start. All right, and wow, 2 of Pentacles, nice. We had 2 of Pentacles yesterday. And the 5 of Pentacles, okay. Okay. I like this particular 5 of Pentacles though, it's kind of interesting. So let's zoom on in. This 5 of Pentacles almost has 6 of Pentacles energy. It's like charity or helping somebody who's in need. So there could be a bit of that, you know. I feel like a great way to get out of that lack mentality whenever you're feeling down about your life, go help somebody that has problems worse than you, and then it just puts things into a whole new perspective, right? So the 5 of Pentacles is sometimes it's about fears, that unfounded fears, but sometimes real fears, you know. It could be about like your material environment and maybe a lack of assistance, but then here comes the assistance coming through, you know. It could be feeling like, you know, it's the 2 people hobbling outside with the sun, with the church in the background. So it's kind of saying there is a place you can turn to if you just turn around. Sometimes people get so wrapped up in their situation, they don't zoom out and look at big picture and see their you know, the multiple options that they have. And I feel like the 2 in Pentacles is talking about options, right? I feel like this is kind of in a different order, but not necessarily, because it could totally be a flashback. It could be the lack mentality that creeps up on us sometimes. But maybe you read differently. Maybe you're a right to left reader. But I feel like it's just it's just like sometimes going into doubts. But the 2 of Pentacles is showing you there's so many options. And then I feel like what happens to me sometimes, I get surprised and some kind of ship comes in that I didn't remember that I had out there. It was like a feeler. It was some kind of passive income or something that was out there that I didn't remember. And then it comes through just when I need it, you know, just in time, just in the nick of time. Also, it could represent like, it can represent, what came to my mind? It was passive income. Oh, you know what it can represent? This happened to one of my friends all the time. Whenever we needed money for anything, she would just go to her closet and pull a code out and look in a pocket. And she's like, "Oh, look, I have a $20 bill." Like if you're that good that you can do that, great. I always like know where every single penny I own is. Where it's sitting. Well, now it's a little different. It's like I have all these different passive income things, and like something that you can pull on from another direction, right? That you didn't realize or didn't remember that you have. But you can also do that, like just look in your couch and see maybe you have more money than you realize. The Two of Pentacles is a lot more than that, though. It's about being happy and juggling many things at one time. It's the Jack of all trades. It's the I was gonna say Midas man, but it can be. It's like this feeling of being a multitasker and doing everything, like balancing everything, being able to have your cake and eat it too, being able to be a mom and an entrepreneur, all of those things in one. So it sometimes it can get you kind of overwhelmed, but this person is happy. Usually the Two of Pentacles image of the person is cheerful because they kind of enjoy it. So it's sometimes like when people work best, they work under pressure. And this is the kind of person who works best when they have a lot of balls in the air, basically, when they have a lot going on, when they have a lot of options and things to do. So it's about being agile and flexible and having lots of choices and having lots of projects. I mean, there may be times where you need to zoom down into one thing and put a lot of focus in one area of your life. But I think this represents the fact that it's a nice thing to have multiple, I just see branches, feelers, like little feelers out there. It's good also for like job search and things like that. Like if you put a bunch of feelers out there and then you didn't realize you had talked to this particular person, and right at the right time, at the right moment, they remember you and your name or your resume or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, we got an offer for you." So something like that comes in. And I think that goes back to the Seven of Pentacles. So we are I feel like you're kind of reading right to left this time, because the Seven of Pentacles is about the bounty. It's multiplying again your pentacles, right? This is seeing, like, you have pentacles, but you're just seeing mostly the lack. But this is actually seeing the good. You're seeing the seven. You're seeing all of it. Look, we have multiplication. 2 + 5 is 7. Okay. Interesting. And this is so cool because even though 5 of Pentacles is more than 2, it's the 2 that gets us into this 7. It's the 2 that makes us feel like, hey, I got a lot going on here. I got a lot of choices. I got a lot of options. It's infinite possibilities. Also, it's the infinity sign. And that was almost going to be my title yesterday, was infinite possibilities. And today that might be the title. But I feel like there's so much going on here and that you can grow it. The 7 of Pentacles is all about like taking stock with your work and checking it out and seeing how much you've done so far and wow, like how far you've come. It's also about being patient and the divine timing and not picking that juicy peach before it ripens, because when it's ripe, it's so sweet and it just drips, and it's, there's nothing better than to like bite into that really sweet fruit. But the comparison when you bite into a fruit that's not ripe is like hurts your teeth and it tastes terrible. So that's why patience is necessary in these things. You're waiting for the results, but they're coming in. They're coming through for you. So if you read it left to right, you could be waiting for results. You could be busying yourself with multiple branches, avenues, ideas, pulling in from the passive places that you have income you forgot about, in times where you're like, you need a little assistance, you need that little bit of help. You could be pulling in from your passive income places or not, or you could be this is a lot of times has to do with humility, asking friends for help or family for help. That's not always easy, but you're this beautiful exchange. That's why I feel a lot of the 6 of Pentacles energy within this one, because they know, whoever helps you knows that you are the kind of person that would pay them back maybe tenfold, like so much more, and just you know, it's not a, it's not a, it's not a choice. It's not even a question anymore. It's like, it's just completely graciously out of their hearts, and it's just it's a given, right? So, but at the same time, you don't take advantage or take it for granted. You're very appreciative of it. And I just feel like you're gonna, all of this you're putting into use, and you're gonna grow. It's a lot like too, if you get assistance anywhere, like even from the government or something like that. I was having to talk about this. Government assistance is meant to be temporary, right? And if you use it enough just to get on your feet, it gives you a little bit of confidence, and it gives you a boost, and it gives you this energy to actually to put a lot of work into to something that you want to do. If you're unemployed for a little while, and you're getting unemployment compensation or whatever, you got a lot of feelers out there. This to me feels like the uh, energy's coming through for you. The ships are coming in. There's somebody is going to make an offer. Something's coming through for you. But ultimately, it is about divine timing, and it's about patience, and it's about just the right thing coming to you that's very sweet and juicy, like the peach. All right, and I hope you like that. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.